What do doll clothes, a shopping spree, and a for sale sign in Utah all have in common? At first glance, nothing. But in early 2024, Sister Wives fans uncovered two shocking twists: Robyn Brown's bizarre online spree of over 50 reviews for doll clothes in just one day, and Christine Brown quietly hinting that she may be selling her beloved Leahy home. Two women. Two choices. One family legacy in chaos. And by the end of this story, you'll see how these moments connect in ways no one expected.
You know, I didn't know what to expect because you always see people on the TV and they shoot it and then they cough. I think David took it easy on me and he made it with one that had a lot of sugar and stuff in it. So yes, it burned, but it was...
Part 1. The year was barely underway when fans stumbled on something strange. Robyn Brown, Kody's last remaining wife, had gone online and left an avalanche of product reviews. Not 1, not 10, but over 50 reviews in a single day. The products? Not household necessities, not fashion, but doll clothes. Yes, tiny doll clothes. To some, it was quirky. To others, it was deeply unsettling. But the strangest part wasn't the reviews themselves. It was the timing. This spree came right after Christine Brown celebrated her fairy tale wedding to David Willian event. TLC filmed as a major special. Fans began to wonder, was Robyn's spree an accident or an emotional cry for attention during her loneliest season? To understand why doll clothes matter, you need to understand Robyn's long history of holding on to symbols of her ideal family. Remember the Sister Wives season where Robyn kept her children's baby clothes, refusing to let go? Or when she clung to the dream of family unity even as Christine, Janelle, and Mary walked away? To fans, Robyn's shopping spree wasn't random. It was a glimpse into her emotional world, frozen in time. Doll clothes. Tiny outfits. Objects that represent children who never grow up, families who never change, and a world where nothing falls apart. Could this spree be Robyn's way of recreating a fantasy at the very moment reality was slipping further away? But the reviews hid something fans didn't expect. When fans dug deeper, they noticed Robyn's reviews weren't just casual comments. Many were detailed, emotional, and oddly repetitive. It looked less like normal shopping and more like someone desperately filling a void. Almost like each review was a placeholder for something missing in her real life. The conflict became clear. While Christine was being celebrated on TLC screens for finally finding joy, Robyn was stuck in the shadows of the Brown family collapse. And fans began to connect the dots. Could Christine's wedding have triggered Robyn's spiral into obsessive shopping? Was this her way of coping with being the last wife standing in a crumbling empire? But then came the twist. Fans realized the spree wasn't just about Christine. Hidden in the pattern was something darker. Many of the doll outfits were wedding dresses, teeny gowns, meant for dolls to play out pretend ceremonies. In other words, while Christine was celebrating a real wedding, Robyn may have been simulating one. Not for herself, not for her daughters, but as a desperate fantasy of a marriage she could no longer control. If true, this wasn't just about shopping, it was about grief. The grief of losing the dream of plural marriage, the grief of watching Kody's love spread thinner, and the grief of being left behind. Fans didn't stay silent. Reddit threads exploded. YouTube commentary channels lit up. On TikTok, users mocked Robyn's spree as proof she was emotionally unraveling. Some called it obsessive. Others called it heartbreaking. And a few defended her, arguing that everyone copes with loss differently. But the debate wasn't just about doll clothes. It was about what they symbolized: a family broken beyond repair, a woman isolated, and the haunting question: how far will Robyn go to hold on to the dream that has already slipped away? Because Robyn's shopping spree may not be the end, just the beginning. As 2024 unfolded, Christine's wedding became a turning point in sister wives' history. It was a celebration of love, healing, and independence. But for Robyn, it may have been the final straw, the moment when her reality fractured into fantasy. And 50 doll clothes reviews became 50 silent screams for the life she lost. What do you think? Was Robyn's shopping spree just a harmless hobby, or does it reveal something deeper about her state of mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because the sister wives story isn't finished, and your voice shapes the conversation. Part 2. The story begins in Leahy, Utah. After Christine divorced Kody Brown, she bought a home that symbolized independence, stability, and new beginnings. Fans watched her move in with her children, decorate with pride, and show it off as a safe haven after years of turmoil. But in early 2024, whispers began spreading online. Christine and her new husband, David, hosted what appeared to be an open house event, raising one alarming question: why would Christine, who fought so hard to reclaim her independence, even think about selling this home? Is Christine ready to leave Utah, or someone else? For Christine, the Leahy home wasn't just a house, it was a symbol of survival. It represented the end of Kody's dominance and the beginning of her own chapter. Fans saw it as proof that she was finally free. So the idea of selling it doesn't just spark curiosity, it sparks fear. What's happening behind the scenes? And then there's David. Since marrying Christine, he's been a steady presence, protective, supportive, deeply invested. Together, they've built an image of stability. But this open house raised uncomfortable questions. Is the couple downsizing? Are they expanding? Or dare fans whisper, is there trouble in paradise? Because one clue suggests this move isn't about real estate at all. Fans quickly pieced together possible motives. Some believed Christine and David might be preparing to relocate for financial reasons. Others speculated about retirement plans, downsizing, or investing in property closer to David's business ties. But the darker theories quickly took over fan forums. Is something wrong with Christine and David? Why sell now? To the sister wives community, Christine selling her home would be more than a transaction. It would be a signal. Because in the Brown family universe, homes are never just homes, they're symbols of loyalty, power, and change. And Christine's house was the clearest rejection of Kody's world. To let it go now feels almost like erasing her independence. But then came the twist nobody expected. When fans looked closer at the open house promotion, they realized it wasn't just Christine's home being highlighted, it was tied to a larger network of listings connected to local realtors. Meaning this could be part of a bigger property shuffle, and not just about Christine's Leahy house. But the real twist? Christine may be planning a major move with David, possibly to another state. Why? Because Christine has hinted more than once that she wants fresh beginnings, away from the constant shadow of the Brown family. And moving could be the ultimate declaration. She isn't just leaving Kody behind, she's leaving Utah. the heart of plural marriage memories, forever. As soon as rumors spread, fan reactions were split down the middle. On Reddit, some cheered Christine for daring to move forward again. She deserves a new chapter, one fan wrote. On TikTok, others worried, this feels sudden. Is she running from something? And on YouTube, Sister Wives analysts debated whether Christine was about to give up the home that made her a symbol of independence. To many, the backlash wasn't really about the house, it was about fear. Fear that Christine, the woman who inspired thousands by breaking free, might now be stepping into another chapter filled with uncertainty. But what if this isn't the end, but the beginning of Christine's boldest chapter yet? The leaky home was never just walls and windows. It was Christine's fortress, the proof that she could stand alone after decades of heartbreak. Selling it now raises questions. Is this a sign of weakness or strength? Is she moving forward or moving on? What do you think? Is Christine Brown's open house a harmless real estate move, or is she signaling something much bigger for her marriage and future? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over, and your voice keeps the conversation alive. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. To understand the weight of these two moments, we need to step back. Christine Brown, after decades in a plural marriage under Kody, made history when she broke free. Her Leahy, Utah home became a symbol, the first real foundation she built for herself and her children, outside of Kody's control. It wasn't just a house, it was independence, security, and a message to millions of women: you can start over. Meanwhile, Robyn Brown was living a very different reality. The last wife standing in Kody's unraveling empire, Robyn clung to traditions, children's keepsakes, and the idea that the family could one day reunite. So when fans discovered she had left over 50 product reviews in just one day, mostly for doll clothes during the exact period Christine's wedding special aired, the internet lit up. Was this a breakdown? A coping mechanism? Or something darker? What connects Christine's home and Robyn's dolls? Christine is preparing her home for showings, polishing floors, arranging flowers, maybe considering life beyond Utah. At the same time, Robyn is sitting at a computer, hour after hour, typing reviews for miniature dresses, doll coats, and tiny wedding gowns. Two parallel stories. One woman moving forward, another clinging to the past. Homes and dolls. For Christine, the home represents adulthood, independence, and new love. For Robyn, the dolls may symbolize frozen time families that never grow apart, marriages that never collapse. And both events happened within weeks of Christine's televised wedding to David Woolley. Coincidence or emotional cause and effect? But then fans discovered a twist hidden inside the doll clothes spree. Fans digging into Robyn's spree noticed patterns. Many of the doll outfits were not casual playwear, but wedding dresses. Christine was walking down the aisle in reality, while Robyn was, perhaps, playing out her own version online. The symbolism was too sharp to ignore. Commenters on Reddit called it, quote, the saddest coping mechanism I've ever seen. On TikTok, one fan said, Robyn's stuck in a world of dolls because she can't face the reality that Christine actually won. Meanwhile, Christine's open house triggered its own storm of speculation. Why would she sell the home that symbolized her freedom? Some said it was financial planning. Others suspected Christine and David might be planning a relocation maybe to Nevada, where TLC filming would be easier. But darker whispers suggested tension. Was the fairy tale marriage already facing cracks? Was Christine moving forward or running away? Here's where the two stories collide. Christine may be preparing to leave Utah behind, and Robyn may be stuck, emotionally replaying a world where the Browns stayed together. One woman packing boxes in the real world, the other buying doll-sized boxes for a fantasy home. It's a haunting parallel. The twist isn't that Christine is selling a home or that Robyn bought doll clothes. It's that these two choices reveal the split reality of sister wives in 2024. Christine embodies growth, mobility, and forward motion. Robyn embodies nostalgia, fear, and desperate attempts to freeze time. And together, their stories explain exactly why the Brown family can never reunite. The fan reaction was explosive. Redditors mocked Robyn's spree. She's shopping for dolls while Christine is shopping for real estate. On Facebook, others defended her. Grief takes strange forms. Let Robyn cope in peace. YouTube commentary channels debated whether Christine's selling her home was a bold financial move or proof her marriage to David was unstable. But the backlash reveals something deeper. Fans aren't just reacting to doll clothes or real estate. They're reacting to symbols, to women they followed for over a decade, to the collapse of a family that once promised unity. And in that collapse, every doll dress and every open house sign feels like a clue to the Brown family's future. Because what happens next could redefine sister wives forever. In the end, Christine's possible home sale and Robyn's strange shopping spree aren't random events. They are two sides of the same coin, the past and the future of sister wives. Christine moving forward, boldly reshaping her life with David. Robyn clinging tighter, creating a fantasy world where nothing changes, even as everything crumbles. The long-term implications? Christine may be preparing for an entirely new chapter beyond Utah, beyond Kody, beyond the sister wives' legacy. And Robyn's spiral may be the clearest proof yet that she's not just the last wife standing, she's standing alone. To understand Christine's decision to possibly sell her Leahy home, we need to remember the Brown family's long history with property. From the cul-de-sac in Las Vegas to the unfinished dream of Coyote Pass in Flagstaff, real estate has always been at the heart of sister wives drama. When Christine bought her Leahy home after leaving Kody, it wasn't just to purchase it, was a legal declaration of independence. Public records show the home was valued at over $700,000, a significant investment and one that stood apart from the tangled ownership issues the Browns faced in Arizona. Selling it now would mean cashing out of Utah real estate, which has been booming. According to the Utah Association of Realtors, home prices have risen over 30% since 2019. But here's where the legal weight hits. If Christine sells, she isn't just moving houses, she's symbolically closing the chapter on the Browns' Utah roots. Remember, Utah was once the very heart of plural marriage history. Christine's selling here would echo across the entire sister wives story as the ultimate separation from her past. But what if this sale isn't just financial, but emotional strategy? So what happens next? If Christine sells, she and David could relocate perhaps to Nevada, where they've often vacationed. Or even closer to California, where Christine has hinted at wanting more opportunities. This could also tie into TLC's filming, logistics making it easier for the network to follow their lives, away from Kody's Flagstaff bubble. And what about Robyn? If Christine truly moves forward, Robyn will be left not just as Kody's last wife, but as the lone custodian of a family legacy that no longer exists. Fans fear her doll clothes spree was just the beginning, that her nostalgia may deepen into obsession. And if TLC chooses to spotlight this, it could shift the narrative from Christine's freedom to Robyn's unraveling. The long-term implications? Christine may become the ultimate symbol of independence in the Sister Wives universe, while Robyn risks becoming a symbol of holding on too tightly. Two women, two futures, and one fractured family forever marked by the choices they make in 2024. What do you think? Is Christine selling her Utah home because she's planning a bigger move with David, or is it something else? And do Robyn's doll clothes reveal grief, obsession, or a hidden message? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the stories TLC won't show you. Because in the Sister Wives universe, even the smallest choices, a home, a doll dress, reveal the biggest truths.